Welcome everybody to the Keeping Score podcast presented by Corbin Motors. I am your host Josh Amick. This week we have a local skier who is turning heads in Austria. Flathead and Glacier pick up some dual wins in wrestling and a short week of basketball as a lot of games were postponed due to inclement weather. So without further ado, let's get into this week's highlights. Whitefish freeskier Townsend Reed competed in the YETI Freeride Junior World Championships in Koppel, Austria a few weeks back, but I still wanted to give him his credit. Reed was ranked 5th in the world going into the competition that included 64 elite junior athletes from 16 different countries. The 4th male skier to take off from the dramatic peak, Reed was putting down what experienced commentator Flo Orley described as the winning run of the day when he fell just before the finish. Reed expressed gratitude for the support of his friends, family, and the local ski community, including Whitefish Mountain Resort, the Flathead Valley Ski Education Foundation, and Andy Connolly, who helped spark Reed's passion for skiing. Reed went on to say, "Whitefish is such a good place to grow up as a skier. I just continue to be amazed by the community and how close everyone is." This story was from our neighbor Whitefish Pilot, so thanks to Julie Engler for a great story. Be sure to go check out the full story on the Whitefish Pilot page. Moving on to basketball, Ronan outscored Big Fork 23-15 in the fourth quarter to take a 67-52 win in boys basketball on Tuesday. Austin Savick led the way with 22 points for the Vikings, who led 37-34 going into the final frame. The girls picked up a win with Braden Gunlock scoring 24 points and Peyton Gunlock adding 21 as Big Fork used a strong second half to pull away from Ronan 59-30. Also on Tuesday, Carson Gullick and Will Sisson scored 18 points apiece as Whitefish defeated Libby 84-54 in boys basketball. Carson and Will knocked down 4 3-pointers each as the Bulldogs made 16 shots from beyond the arc. No results were given for Whitefish girls. On Friday, the Wildcats outscored the Indians 19-11 in the fourth quarter to earn a Northwest A win at home over Browning in a close one, 55-53. The win moved the Wildcats into first place in the standings and gave Browning their first loss of the season in league play. Reggie Sapa came up clutch for the Wildcats, scoring a game-high 14 points, with 6 of those coming in the fourth quarter. Grady Hutton was the other double-digit scorer for the Wildcats with 10 points, including a pair of three-pointers in the fourth quarter, his only 2 of the game. On the girls' side, Shaylee Heavy Runner led all scorers with 17 points, including 3 three-pointers as the Browning Lady Indians picked up their Northwest A win over the Columbia Wildcats 71-54. Taryn Borgen led the Wildcats with 16 points and was the lone scorer from beyond the arc with 2 three-pointers. For Class AA basketball, Missoula Sentinels' Carson Toe scored 27 points and fueled a big third quarter that carried the Spartans over Flathead 62-46 on Thursday. Lyric Ursland had 15 points and Corbin Eaton added 12 for the Braves. The Bravettes also lost their matchup with Sentinel 53-33. Maddie Thompson scored 13 points for the Bravettes, who led 14-11 after one quarter, but then got cold from the field. Ava Malman hit a pair of threes and added 8 points for Flathead. Saturday afternoon, Zane Gilhouse led a balanced Missoula Hellgate offense with 13 points, and the host Knights weathered a couple Flathead charges to take a 64-56 win. Jordan Griffin scored 25 points for the Braves, who trailed 13-4 early and 32-24 at halftime, but battled back in the third quarter. Corbin Eaton finished with 13 points, and Ursland added 9. The girls' game was postponed. The Glacier girls had a flying start Thursday, but it was Missoula Hellgate that got things going in the second and third quarters for a 57-50 victory. Reese Ramey scored 23 points to lead the Wolfpack, pouring in 18 of those after halftime. Carly Allen scored 17 points in the first half and finished the game with 20. The girls' game on Saturday with Sentinel was also postponed. The boys also battled with Missoula Hellgate, but Hellgate escaped with the win at Wolfden, 56-52. Asher Konopik led the way with 14 points for the Wolfpack, who fell to 2-8 on the season and 1-5 in conference play. Cooper Pelk tallied 12 points and Liam Ells added 10. The game against Sentinel on Saturday was also postponed. Moving on to wrestling, a trip to Missoula netted 3 lopsided dual wins for the Flathead wrestling program Tuesday, with the Brave Brawlers winning twice and the Bravettes once. Coy Miller and Cohen Riley both picked up 2 pins on the day, as the Flathead boys beat Hellgate 74-6 and then beat Big Sky 61-12. On Thursday, Daniel Peterson earned a pair of pins as Glacier Boys Wrestling picked up dual wins over Missoula Big Sky and Missoula Hellgate as well. Peterson took just 17 seconds to pin Hellgate's Linus Peterson at 215 pounds, as the Wolfpack earned a 54-16 win over the Knights. Against Big Sky, Peterson pinned Trey Thomas in 123, as Glacier earned a 42-35 victory. Matthew and Mark Honor grabbed a pair of pins apiece as the Wolfpack boys split duels with Helena and Capital on Friday. Glacier bested Helena 47-23 and then fell to Capital 60-23. Aiden Sweat shined with a pair of technical fall victories at 110, a 15-0 win over Capital's Pate Ingstrom, and a 19-1 decision over Helena's Titus Rivers. The Wolfpack girls split their duels in the capital city, downing the Bengals 24-0 and falling to the Bruins 6-0. The Wolfpack girls split their duels in the capital city, downing the Bengals 24-0 and falling to the Bruins 6-0. Michaela Julius, Ella Labrum, Kylie Shine, and Courtney Speed all earned pins in the Wolfpack victory. A shorthanded Flathead boys swimming team finished 8th at the Missoula Invite Saturday, while the also undermanned Glacier teams finished 11th for the boys and then 12th for the girls. Ella Hummer finished 4th in the girls' 100-yard butterfly to lead the Wolfpack swimmers. The teams took 13 athletes combined to the meet, while they're resting their top swimmers for the state meet in Great Falls on February 13th through the 15th. That's going to wrap up this week's news for the Keeping Score podcast presented by Corwin Motors. Thank you to everyone for joining us. I've been your host, Josh Amick, and until next week, y'all take care. Thanks to Corwin Motors for sponsoring the Keeping Score podcast. At Corwin Motors, they're proud to be family-driven for over 100 years. Their commitment goes beyond selling cars. They're dedicated to serving our community and providing you with the highest quality vehicles to fit your lifestyle. Whether you're searching for reliability, style, or comfort, they got you covered. They understand that you rely on their website for accurate and up-to-date information, and it's their promise to deliver relevant, detailed content that meets your needs. So if you're in the market for a new Chevrolet or just want to learn more, visit CorwinMotorsKalispell.com.